feels so good, I feel so numb.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
All right, hello everybody, welcome to the Rain Man Show. We're live on a Tuesday, August 2nd, first show of August, closing in on the end of the year already. Can't believe it's going to be 2017.
Yeah, why?
2 more years and I'll have my 20-year high school reunion. How does that sounds weird.
It does a little bit.
That
Makes
sounds
you sound
a little
old.
weird. It does, right?
Yeah.
However, I feel young and spry.
You're making plans already?
I'm benching 315 today at the gym.
Bragging to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hoes be looking at me now. No, not really. They don't care about meatheads. They care about guys with slender physiques, like that goddamn Aquaman.
Jason Momoa's a slender physique.
He is pretty slender. Don't
He's
hate.
pretty ripped, too.
Well,
Yeah.
he's slender, meaning when you say slender, when I say slender,
Andrew's slender.
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
he's
Andrew might as well be Slender Man.
I don't own a suit nice enough.
Speaking of suits, Andrew walked into the studio today wearing like the most oddest clothing I've ever seen. I don't know if he's trying to entice you very early on in the show.
Maybe.
I don't know if he has something later. He hopes like his balls slip out of his shorts because they are Daisy Dukes. And I don't know why he's wearing them.
The jean cutoff shorts, yeah.
Cutoff shorts, denim. He's full on homo right now.
They're not even that short. They're just above the knee.
Yeah.
As a man, that's too short.
No, shorts are supposed to be above the knee.
No.
Don't yell in the
No.
mic. Every week I gotta teach you.
The gaydar is off the charts right
Shorts
now.
are supposed to be above the knee. That's how shorts are.
You know what? I'm so happy right now because we got the gay card covered. And I'm going to try to get one of my friends who has resurfaced. I'm going to try to get him on the show time to time, and he's a black dude.
Okay. That way we have the whole full house.
We have a
He's
black
coming
card.
up for air.
Yeah, we have a homo card, a black card, a giant card, a Filipino card, and a Mexican card.
Gotta
there
cover
you go.
every demo.
Yeah,
It's like the United Nations.
it is. It is. Does the United Nations recognize the gay country? Because I don't think they do. Is that a
They
country?
probably should.
There's one country.
Is that a race?
Yeah.
Andrew, do you guys consider yourselves a race?
No.
They,
What?
They recognize Sweden.
We are shot out of a cannon way too early. Oh my god. School's back in session for my child.
That sucks. I've heard so many schools are starting early, like really early this year.
The other district right over, which is literally like a half a mile away, we're on the border, they started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what?
July? Yeah, who starts in July? I would say no. If I was in that school district, I'd be like, yeah, guess what? My son's going to start in August because that just feels right. That's just normal.
Yeah. I didn't start school till like mid-August.
We started September. Back in the day is when we started, right? It was Labor Day. It was Labor Day week.
After Labor Day.
After Labor Day. Because I remember we would never get that Monday off. That Monday, Labor Day off. And then all of a sudden when I come here for college, all of a sudden there's nothing going on Mondays and all the schools are synced out here in the Phoenix area, including the colleges. I'm like, that's odd.
Yeah, see,
That's
I would go
weird.
to school out here in Arizona halfway through August.
Yeah.
Because I remember all I had to do was like get through the first week and a half,
Mhm.
and then I'd get Labor Day off. Now it's August 1st or earlier.
See, that's kind of cool though too. You go to school for 2 or 3 weeks and you
And then
already
you get a day
have
off.
your first day
Yeah,
off.
especially because the first week is nobody's paying attention. It's all right. If you have your syllabus,
Yeah.
fuck
Oh.
off.
The syllabus.
Yeah, you remember that? That is so vital.
Syllabus.
That vital piece of information.
And they would deduct you a grade in college for not reading the
Yeah.
syllabus. I'm like, come on.
Syllabus quiz every semester.
There's nothing in the syllabus you really need to know. It's the email of the teacher, their bio, which I don't care that you
Yeah.
went to a community college for 6 years and now you're teaching community college. I don't care about your bio.
Way to make it full circle.
Yeah.
A good syllabus has like assignment due dates and stuff, but I mean,
What are you, syllabus guy over there?
well, my semester is starting on the 23rd. So
All
like,
right. All right.
Oh, you're still in school, aren't
I
you?
am.
All right. All right. Let's not feed them. Okay. That's too early for Andrew.
I wasn't giving you the life story about my freaking jorts over here. I'm telling you.
See, he wants to go back to it.
He's like,
He
so back
wants-
to the pants.
He's excited. He warned us for a reason.
Look at Thomas can't even look at Andrew.
I can't. I won't. No.
There's
It's a
nothing wrong
magnet.
with the
There's
shorts.
an
magnet.
80%
All right.
chance something's going to slip
They're
out. I
just
can't
shorts.
look over there.
Andrew, let's put a pin in your shorts, okay? And we'll come back to it later. Simmer the hell down.
I am glad
There's
that I'm
nothing wrong
sitting
with my
here.
shorts.
And, you know,
Because you're behind me.
Ew.
that's even worse.
All right, so school's back in session, and one thing that I hate about the elementary schools is if you want to go to it seems like it's a vortex of sorts that pulls all the worst drivers in the world to this one area. And I don't know if it's like that at other elementary schools. I don't know if it's just the one my kid goes to, because that's my luck. To be annoyed at 7:30 in the morning when I'm tired and I don't have time to have coffee yet, when I have to take my kid to school and get him to comb his hair, brush his teeth, floss, get dressed. And literally in the morning, he needs me to tell him every step of the way. What do I do now? I'm like, oh, you.
How many years has he been doing it?
Every day. He does the same things like,
And he
what's
still
next?
needs the training manual?
What's next?
God damn.
I'm like, it's like
I'd
talking. It
abandon
is
him.
like talking to Andrew. It really is. Like, what's next? So I take my kid, already annoyed because super early, and I drop him off, and it's a war zone of terrible driving.
Some sort of traffic
everyone's going in the
singularity.
wrong direction. They actually have signs that the school specifically puts out telling people where to go. They didn't do that 3 years ago when my son was in kindergarten. They just said they had regular parking. And then I guess they finally realized that people don't know what they're doing. They need to be told what to do. They need direction. They're like ants
Sheep.
without a line.
Yeah.
So they start putting their own signs out, like legit signs, like they probably got them from the city, and they're telling you which way to go. If you're pulling out of this particular side of the school parking lot, you need to go left. And if you're going this way, you need to go right. If you go right when you're supposed to go left, the chances are you're going to get hit by a car going the right way, because it's a madhouse. It's one of those schools that are like most elementary schools, they're in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
But this one is planned horribly. It's literally surrounded by tight streets with no main streets around. It's almost like in someone's backyard, it seems like. So there's no room to go anywhere. And it just puts me in this foul mood. And it reminds me every morning when I go, it reminds me of the scene to give you a good idea of what I'm talking about, what I'm dealing with. Remember the scene in Dusk Till Dawn when they first get to the titty twister? And the motorcycles and the cars are going everywhere in every direction, and people are walking like in the dirt roads, walking in the bar. That's exactly what it looks like. No joke. People speed racing down the streets. If you get there early, everyone drives normal. But if you get there 7:20, which is about 10 minutes before the bell, everybody's speed racing. And they're flying over speed bumps. And these are those speed bumps that are like, will do damage to your car.
Right.
I think they're Bo Duking it over the speed bumps.
Kids launched out of windows, right onto the lawn.
Here comes the General Lee.
Yeah, pretty much.
You should get that horn as you go to school.
Yeah.
And just honk that horn as you drive past.
I wish I had a beater, like a really terrible car, because I would be, you know what I would do?
Wreck the crap out of it.
This goes for all bad traffic. Like, not just at the school, but sometimes I wish I had a beater so I can actually bash somebody, like in the car. Like, I would sideswipe them. I would sideswipe a car. Like, look, if you're tailgating me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slam my brakes. I'm not looking to Bo Duke it over speed bumps.
Right.
So they're tailgating me, and because they're speed racing, I'm going nice and slow. They almost hit me as they fly over the speed bump.
Naturally.
Someday, I'm just going to buy a shit vehicle that's like a couple $100, and that's
couple hundred bucks.
And that's the car I'm going to take my kid to school every morning, so that I can
so
hit
long as
people.
it starts.
Yeah, I just hit people, run over the stupid parents, let the kids live, because I'm sure they're better off not being raised by those parents.
Well,
you don't know how to drive, just shoot yourself. Here on Rain Man Show, we condone suicide. No, I don't condone suicide. But if you don't know how to drive, yeah, go ahead. Put the gun in your mouth, please. Pull the trigger.
Oh, God.
I will not shed a tear for stupid drivers. Ever. At all.
No.
No.
All right.
Not in the least. Hey, so the 30-day fitness challenge was a bust.
90-day fitness challenge?
90-day. Well, if you should have corrected it in the show notes. Andrew does.
Yeah, but now I can correct you in person.
Yeah. 90-day fitness challenge was a bust. I don't think we even started.
No, not really, dude.
We got into it for the first 2 weeks. And then Comic-Con came. And I know we were both eating really good for the first 2 weeks. And then the Comic-Con came and just fucked everything up.
That ruined it, followed by just easily one of the worst months I've had in a long time.
Yeah. Well, that's almost every month, let's be honest.
Right. But even for that
you live with a dark cloud over you.
True. But when the bar has been lowered to, Satan's wine cellar, that's a whole new level of low.
Tony, Thomas wrote this article. Okay. Because he's going to start writing articles for the site now. And he wrote a really good, I've never read, actually, I don't think I've actually technically read anything of yours.
Yeah.
And you, a phenomenal writer, man.
Thank you.
Very good. But as I'm reading it, I swear to God, he was slitting his wrist as he was writing this because it's very well written, but it's just littered with morbid, depressive, like analogies.
Yeah.
And I can feel like that he literally hates his life as he's writing this article, even though he's writing about something that he enjoys.
Yeah.
You were doing like some Hunter S. Thompson LSD bad trip. What the hell?
That would be fun.
No,
like,
this is just
his
my
was
normal
morbidly
macabre.
depressed. If you know anything about the supernatural, fandom, it's all about always keep fighting.
Yeah.
Thomas is all about not keep fighting and just die.
I surrender. That's how it. That's when it starts. I surrender.
Yeah, you're the bizarro Jared Padalecki.
I do have the hair right now.
So the article started out. It goes, "I surrender. Please let me die."
It's similar like that. It's basically all my pieces start with. So today was another fucking day.
Yeah.
Which was a loss.
And it's funny because he's already voiced his annoyance with Ryan Denton, how he always gets photos of supernatural actors all the time. And Thomas always loses out. When we went to a supernatural convention, he went to the bathroom. And when he came back, he missed
every selfie in the world had been taken.
He missed 3 selfies that the actors were doing in the hallways as they walked by. And he's a son of a bitch. So when he saw Ruth Connell do a meet up with Ryan, which by the way, that story's going to piss you off because Ryan was having breakfast, okay, at a cafe outside, and she hollered at him again, 2nd year in the row.
Yep.
She's all, "Hey, Ryan Denton."
Wow.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to tell you the whole story because I know you'd be even more pissed. Look at your face right now. So he littered that annoyances all throughout the article you wrote.
So your show now with Ryan now is going to be like presenting. There's Ryan Denton and special guest.
Yeah, right.
Thomas Kelly. So anyways, getting back to this 90-day challenge. Now,
it didn't really start after Comic-Con.
Do we want to say let's do it? Should we I know Andrew is kind of his thing as well. Should we let Andrew decide whether we could end up doing it?
How is it my thing?
And should we, because you were all hyper and excited. I think you wore your shorts today because we were going to do a weigh-in.
Yeah. That's probably why he has those really uncomfortable shorts.
They're super comfy.
That's what you think. That's what you
Christ
think.
almighty.
So, do you think we should do it? Let's go around the room and let's figure it out. Should we cut it down? Maybe not do 90 days. Maybe do 45 days. Maybe 60 days. But number one, do you want to do this? Do you want to do another fitness challenge, you versus me?
Yeah, I do want to actually give it a go after the train wreck that was the previous attempt on both of our personal lives.
All right. Because, I mean, like I said, I never eat bad to begin with, but I wasn't dieting down and getting super lean either.
Yeah.
So, if you want to do it,
I'm
say
still
we
down.
do. All right,
I would say maybe not 90 days.
Okay.
If it's shorter, well, I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head, if it's shorter time, like 60 days, 2 months, then it's right before Christmas and all that crap.
Give me a week and let me see if we can get a sponsor for it as well.
Okay.
Let me hit some people up and see if we can get someone to sponsor it as well. And maybe you can do it. The money will go to maybe a winner who chooses who's going to, a listener who may choose either you or me. We'll figure it out. I want to make it a big deal. And I think if we do that rather than just, hey, we're going to do it and then never really talk about it again, we need to make it an ongoing thing. And that's where Andrew's going to come in. Andrew, because you are all about the weight loss. I'm just saying that. I don't know. Just go with it. I'm going to have you, basically, that's your job week to week now.
It was my job week to week before, and you guys just said
Then why
no.
did you make the odd face when I said it's your job?
Because I tried to do it before, and no, we'll do it next week. We'll do it next week.
Be more assertive. You know,
you have to realize we're going to ignore you at times.
Yeah.
You just have to move past
Just
that.
be more assertive, put it in the show notes, and say, look, we're going to do an update today. We're going to do weight today. Michael, make it happen. I will give you... I will give you that power. I didn't give you that power last time.
I did it anyway, and it didn't change anything.
Yeah, but you didn't have the power.
I didn't give you the power. Now I'm going to give you the power. Okay?
You're going to regret that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here.
I will give you the power to enforce that into the show notes, okay? And we'll do updates, and also I want to do all kinds of things with it. We have to make ourselves do it. So what do we do? 30? 60?
I would 60.
Andrew, it's your
60.
job.
I would go for the 90.
2 months
again,
is a good amount of
no,
time.
that's not being assertive. I would go. Say, what do you want it to be?
do 90 and don't puss out about it.
Don't yell in the microphone.
Do 90 and don't puss out about it.
Oh, you want to do 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you're going to...
How many days is that, or how many months is that?
3
Let's
months.
see. 30 times 3
Jesus Christ.
is 90 days.
Bring you until Thanksgiving.
There's 30 days in a month, give or take. Sometimes there's 31, but we'll just go with 3 months.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I failed math.
I was saying 2 months just because if we are cutting right before Thanksgiving, that's going to be a shit show.
August, September, October. Well, no, that'll take us right at because then we can be fatties
we'll be
for
halfway
Thanksgiving.
through November,
Absolutely.
and then we'll be fatties for Thanksgiving, and we'll just cry at Christmas.
You guys
we'll
can
gain
make
all the weight back.
Yeah, you guys can make entire turkeys for yourself and just say, no, it's fine. I'm bulking.
All right, so we'll do that. Let's do 90.
All right,
Let's do 90 days.
No pussing.
But we need to do let's do bi-weekly updates. Okay, Andrew,
Okay.
for weight loss, because every 7 days is kind of ludicrous. Is that good with you,
I'm okay with
Mr.
that.
Boss, Mr. Boss Man of
Yes.
the weight loss?
Yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
Okay.
Mr. Bus Driver, sir.
All right. Tony, do you want to get in on this?
As an observer,
Now let's get you in this.
I've no desire to.
I know you and your buffet.
Yeah.
Every time I see him on Facebook, he always Tony still posts. One of the few guys I know that uses is it Foursquare you use, or is it the Facebook
good
stuff? The
Lord.
Swarm.
It's Square. It's
Swarm?
Foursquare. It's
Yeah.
Foursquare, but it's called
Yeah.
Swarm now.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
He's the only one of the few guys I know that still use it, and he posts. I love Tony updates because it's always including his mom's always included in it,
Yeah.
and as long Tony's gold almost all the time, but you put his mom in the equation, and it just makes it that much better. So I love Tony's updates. But I always see where he's going, and he always blames it on his mom. Oh, my mom wanted Golden Corral today. I'm like, yeah,
For the 12th
sure.
day in a row.
Yeah.
Honestly, she did. I swear to God. It's like first thing in the morning, because she doesn't
First
get
thing in the morning, Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Is your mom Filipino or white trash? I'm trying to.
Hey,
That's what my white trash family does. Is they love the Golden
I
Corral.
posted the other day. She is asking for a banjo.
Oh, good Lord!
I have one
Okay.
for her.
Yeah, she
I have a
is
banjo,
asking
too.
for a
Of course you
banjo.
do.
I have I have a banjo.
No, Mike, get this. No, get this. She honestly looked at me seriously and said that she wants to have like a banjo guitar and play it while she's watching TV. And I had to remind her.
Well, Andrew's
Mom,
fucking Thomas.
No, and I had to.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
probably. And I had to
She
remind
wants
her.
to play it while Andrew's fucking
No.
Thomas.
Yeah.
That would be that's a great bit for the show.
This is not going to be
No,
deliverance.
it's not. It's not a great bit for the show.
I'm asking you.
I had to remind her, Mom, you suffered your stroke. You can't really do a lot with your left hand. And she says, I've seen people play the banjo with one hand.
She can claw it.
And I'm like going, okay, we need to cut back on the TV so you could stop watching those infomercials.
All right. So are you getting the question? Is the hard hitting question, Tony? Is this?
Yes.
Are you getting your mother a banjo so that she can play and then I can then record it?
You
And
know-
I'll make a music video.
You know
out
what?
of it.
Oh,
Dave
Jesus God.
confirmed to me there is a banjo for sale at Bookman's.
Okay, please get that banjo.
That's
Please.
Really?
That's the Rover, right?
If not, let me open up a fund me account and have our listeners buy it, because I guarantee you our listeners are going to want to hear your mom play banjo.
I promise you, if we buy the banjo, and I probably will, I'll take a picture of it.
No,
When-
a picture?
Yeah. I'll
I
take a
want
picture with
full
her.
on video.
You want a video of my mom playing the banjo with one hand?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Sir, when
I don't know what I'm watching, like an episode of Battered
Hee-haw?
Housewives
It's Filipino hee-haw.
Oh my
when
God.
your mom gets the banjo, I have a mandolin and a dulcimer and a second banjo.
Yeah, she
we
said
could do a Rain Man the folk band.
She
That'd be
said that if
awesome.
I couldn't find a banjo here in town for her, she would opt for a ukulele.
Why does Andrew have an entire band's worth
why,
of instruments?
you have an entire orchestra in your
Gary
house? What
Mumford
the
and
hell?
Sons that he wants to start. I'm just asking.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man Show will be right back.
Have you ever wanted something so bad that you do just about anything for it? Well, that's exactly how we feel about you. That's right. AdamandEve.com wants you so bad. We're giving you 10 free gifts with your first order. You heard me right. That's 10 free gifts to spice up your love life. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, an adventurous toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. That's 10 free gifts for you shy types who've never tried Adam and Eve before. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code DEAL30 at checkout and you'll get all 10 free gifts, including free shipping. That's offer code DEAL30. That's DEAL30 at adamandeve.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital with your host, Michael Flores.
All right, so the music we played during break is actually our featured artist by Break. I'm sorry, not by. Look, don't give them this cut, please. Featured music by Barbed Wire Dolls. New album Desperate is out now via Motorhead Music, and you can pick it up where all music is available: iTunes, Google, all the usual spots. Again, that was Barbed Wire Dolls. So Bobby during break sent me a message.
Great.
He had you know Bobby, dude.
Bobby's ideas are either like really on point or really sadistic.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like this. I don't know if you're gonna like this.
Okay.
But Bobby sent me a message on the company chat, and he had an idea for the loser. What will happen to the loser if they fail? Okay. And he's gonna. I think I want him to call in with the idea. So Bobby, if you're listening, go ahead and call in now. Let me turn off the music here. Make sure it's coming through.
So I didn't know Bobby was a regular listener, or is he just?
Yeah, he listens. Why can't I stop the music? What the fuck happened? I can't stop
They've taken over the show.
I can't stop it. I can't stop the music.
It is catchy.
It stops in 50 seconds. Jesus, I suck. And Bobby's calling right now. I don't know why it's stuck.
Oh my god. Can you turn that bit down?
Hey, Bobby.
God.
Hold on 1 second, Bobby. Hold on. I can't stop the music for some reason.
When did you play it?
I don't know why the music's not stopping. Hold on, Bob.
Close all your browser windows.
I don't know what happened. Like the entire system froze up, so now the music keeps playing. Let me.
Hey, there you go.
All right, there we go.
Nope.
No.
What the motherfucker? Yeah, we got some bass. Got some ghettos running through. That's sweet.
There you go.
I like that. I like that sound there. Oh, you know what? It did. It crashed our system, so that's why.
Oh, good.
Are we even on then?
No. We're live, but the board,
Even better.
the system that controls all the audio, it just crashed.
Ah.
But I think it works now. Let me see. Hold on.
Starts it up again.
Yeah, it works. Okay,
Won't
we're good.
stop.
All right, so Bobby, you there?
Yo.
All right, let me turn on everyone's mic so we make sure you can hear them too. All right, so Bobby, you sent me a message on HipChat. So why don't you share with everybody what you think the loser should do? Whoever loses the 90-day challenge.
I think you guys should go hair versus hair.
I like that.
You guys are both Bane. The loser loses his hair.
Ooh, nope.
Oh, come on.
What's wrong, Tony? You don't want to be a skinhead?
Wait, hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this right. Okay. So, Thomas, you were willing to walk down the street naked. Because that's what we were going to do with a shame bell.
Butt naked or like underwear? Because I don't want to get arrested.
Shame.
I think it was underwear.
Shame.
But you're willing to walk down the street with a shame bell,
Shame.
but you won't cut your hair?
Probably,
Shame.
yeah.
Why?
Several reasons.
Hair grows back. You can't get your pride back.
Shame.
First of all, you assume I have pride.
Shame.
Second of all, or dignity.
Your girlfriend told you that she would break up with you if
It's
you
a
cut your
big
hair?
one. It's a big one. She loves the hair. 2,
Shame.
I like it myself. And 3, as a guy, you never know how long you may
Shame.
have hair, so I don't want to prematurely get rid of any.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Shame.
So
You're not going to... You're how old are you?
Shame.
25?
47.
Shame.
Are you masturbating right now, Bobby? What are you doing? All I hear is a...
Maybe that's Andrew.
I think you're hearing the thunder. You're not hearing me masturbate.
Oh.
I would have been done a long time ago.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, Bobby, I'm going to...
It's a good idea, but I'll tap out on that one.
I figured you guys wouldn't pull the trigger on it.
Hold on. What about
I can
instead
just
of
imagine the live video.
what about instead of shaving the whole head? What if we just make you do like a weird ass hipster haircut style?
And what do you mean by that?
Like the buzz sides, but then
why are you
full
so
length
loud
from the
all of a
top?
sudden?
No, I say again. I don't know. I'll walk down the street.
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah. And you just asked Mike to have the same haircut he already has.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
I shave my sides.
Yeah.
Thomas's hair is very important to him.
I'm like Samson. If I lose it, I'll die.
I used to think that too a long time ago. It grows back. I cut my hair. I started growing my hair long about 10 years ago, and I've cut it 3 times since then. And yes, it seems to be less attractive to girls. I think when you go out and you do your hair right.
Yeah.
But dude, it's easier. Enjoy a couple months of no hair.
Yeah, no, I just got a text message from the girlfriend, all caps, nope, absolutely not.
If my girlfriend can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, again, I'll walk down the street.
Yeah.
Maybe individualized
So
punishments.
Your girlfriend said no?
Hell yeah, she said no.
She's going to break up with you.
Yeah. She just moved in. I don't want her to move everything else out.
Just cut it and put it in a bag for her. And here you go. You can rub your snatch with my hair if that's what you like. Aw, why not? Anyways, all right, Bobby. Thanks, bud. Nice try.
Yep.
All right, bye.
We could give him the hair after I buzz my butt.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Buzz your butt!
All right. So getting back to your mom real fast, Tony, really fast. I don't want to keep backtracking on. I feel like we're making we're going 2 steps forward in the show. We're taking 3 steps back. But your mom, I was trying to get to this before you brought up the banjo scenario, which is going to happen. Okay.
All right.
But your mom will officially start announcer duties next week on next week's show.
Oh, really?
Yep, we have Bobby and I have tons of ideas for her to say, and we're gonna start typing away this week, and we will send it your way to where she can then we have enough time maybe during the weekend to have her sit down and record things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is your mom gonna be? I know your mom says a lot of offensive things, but if we write them out, is that disrespectful for us to have her say stuff that's kind of borderline, indecent? Would it make you feel uncomfortable? There was a couple things that I wanted her to say, something about someone being dumb and that you should just fall down on my son's fist, like stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
does that work?
That would be okay.
Okay,
yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
How about
Jesus.
sit on my son's fist and spin? Is that too far?
No.
Okay.
Let Tony turn you into a Muppet.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to get some parameters. It's kind of like when you're a kid and your parents set the rules for you and you ask how far you can go. So you want to get the parameters. Okay, so that's okay. Can you repeat that, Thomas? What did you say?
Let Tony turn you into a Muppet?
Yeah, okay. Any F words?
No, she would actually say some F words.
Okay, what if it's in relation to actually effing someone or something?
Is
that just uncomfortable for you, or would she say it?
You know what?
I have a legitimate question, though. Does your mom know?
Why don't you wait to ask your question? So that Tony can answer my question.
Remember, you're on the bus, Andrew.
I'm in the middle of a conversation, and he completely. Hey, I have a question.
I didn't know this was a press conference or whatever. Like, no, going back to your point, Mike. I think she'll be up for it. I mean, she sometimes she'll see something on the news that'll offend her and make her angry, and then she'll look at me and says, "Can you please write this on Facebook for me?"
Okay, all right, okay. Now I know my parameters, and Bobby, if you're listening, you know parameters. There are none, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some fun.
She's definitely right, conservative leading.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
All right. Speaking now, Andrew, ask your question. Go ahead.
I just
yes, in the back there.
Yeah,
excuse me, Mr.
The guy with the weird shorts. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Tony. Did your mom listen to the show? I wasn't yelling. I wasn't yelling at all. Did your mom listen to the show? Does she know your persona?
You mean Tony?
She's actually.
Yeah.
I actually let her listen to the show. Yeah.
Listen, she listened to the Men with No Live show where David admitted to being
I remember that
anally
one.
rammed once
Yeah.
by a girlfriend.
By two.
Yeah, and I remember Tony sends a text message to the show. I think it was either Dan or me saying that, great guys, thank you. David's mom's actually listening to this show.
God, I remember that episode.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, Andrew, now briefly I want to talk to you for a moment here before we get into some topics here. I did get some mail from a few people that I'm going to go ahead and leave them anonymous for the time being. If you feel the need to let Andrew know you're the one, then that's up to you. I don't want to open up a line of communication between us and a listener or two listeners, and then he just bothers the fuck out of them. Because he knows how to do that. So I received a couple messages saying that they feel like I am going a little too hard on Andrew, specifically on the last show. Thomas, what are your feelings? I'm not talking to you yet, Andrew. Thomas, do you feel like I crossed the line last show with Andrew in terms of, because I brought up his website, and I guess it was a little personal on nature. However, as this similar discussion I've had with other hosts on our network in previous years, when you post something on the internet, it's no longer personal. I mean, you're posting it on. You do know what WWW means, right?
Yes.
What does it mean, Andrew?
World Wide Web.
Okay. So it's no longer personal if you're posting it on there.
True.
Yes.
All right. So take that into account, Thomas. Do you think I was a little too rough on Andrew last show? Because there was moments where I felt Andrew wasn't getting upset, but I think he actually, for the first time, got a little pushed to the edge where he was getting sensitive.
I don't think anything you did was wrong, or I personally didn't see this too much, but I could see how it could be too much to Andrew or somebody of the like.
Yeah.
I could see how, you just built this and you're building your own and you're not really 100% convinced that it's good, and someone just comes in and like shits on it. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I thought you were okay.
Okay.
But that's me.
What about you, Tony? Do you think I was a little too hard on Andrew last week, or last show, I should say?
Maybe that's how Andrew likes it.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I thought that, like it wasn't.
Well, because you're laughing like a hyena in the back.
Yeah, I know.
Like anything dealing with Andrew where someone's making fun of him, you're always rolling in the back.
I know. Devil made me do it.
So, that being said, Andrew, do you feel like I was a little too rough on you? Did it bother you a little bit, slightly? I'm giving you the power to admit it.
I have the power.
You have the power.
It was kind of a little bit too personal last week, just because being unemployed is like super shameful in today's society, and I didn't really want to broadcast that to however many.
Super shameful.
Yeah, because
mostly everybody's unemployed.
No, I understand that, but like,
based
if you
on
tell
my paycheck, you'd think I was.
But if you tell people, yeah, I'm living off the government, and you're living in your mom's spare bedroom, like that doesn't.
Shame.
Right?
Yeah,
that
but you're
doesn't.
still in school, so that.
Well, I understand, but like, I didn't want to.
See, I like how him having sex in the room next to his mom's is not.
That's kosher.
That's not too personal, not embarrassing. But hey, I'm unemployed, making fun of my website. That's too much.
Well, okay, so
my family listens to this. Okay.
So the unemployment thing kind of bothered me a little bit, and then the effort that I was doing to get out of that unemployment also being directly attacked.
Shame.
So
was also kind of a little bit too far, but I mean, it's content, so
yeah. See,
Okay.
it's like I said, I don't think you were necessarily too mean, but I could see how if you were in Andrew's situation, you could take it like that.
Yeah.
I will say that night I had to get super fucking drunk.
Okay, because that was my next comment. Is Andrew usually leaves the studio hoppy and happy and jumping up and down. He's usually excited like he is during the show. And when he left that night, he was very nice to everybody, but he looked very
Somber.
he looked Thomas. He looked like Thomas.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, and I talked to Maggie about it. I said, I think I might have pushed Andrew a little too hard. And she said, Michael, that's what you do on the show. That's the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She's all, that's the show, and he's aware of it. And she's all, because she actually likes you quite a bit, Andrew. She's all, and I don't think Andrew, if he had a problem with it, I don't think he would have ever joined the show. So it made me think, but then I got those emails, not emails, but direct messages on Twitter, and then it started making me think, well, maybe I was pushing a little too hard, and I'm trying to be a little different than I was on Caswell Radio, where we abused people. The hosts were just abused. They were there.
Right.
They were there for Dan and I's punching bags. That's what they were there for. And
That's how the story about David came out.
yeah, exactly. So I was trying to be a little different. However, the news seat, the whoever sits in the news chair has always ended up having issues with me down the road or Dan at the time, because it does take a certain type of person to sit in that chair. They get interrupted constantly while they're in the show. They're not quite a host of the show. They're there for news, so they don't really have a voice. So that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm looking to promote you, Andrew.
Oh,
Promote you, because right now you're the news guy.
I like that.
And Thomas and Tony are actually the hosts of the show, co-hosts, I guess, along with me. And I figured eventually I'm going to get you out of that news chair, and you'll be a co-host and social media. That'll be your job. And then I will bring on a girl again, because I would like to get a woman back in the studio again.
We're going to have
4 people, but
Okay.
she'll be news, and she'll be your role. So she won't talk a lot. She'll only talk during her specific segment. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to put a muzzle on her mouth. That would be sexist. She can speak, but I might cut her off like I do you. Okay, and then I won't probably be as rude to you when you start talking if I elevate you to a co-host. But I want to make sure I don't make a mistake, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I can understand.
I don't want to make a mistake where I promote him, and now I'm a co-host. I'm going to talk all the time, and then he just ruins everything.
I'm going to do that anyway, so.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? Let me rethink this. But I want to get you out of the news chair. I think you do a good job, but I think it's running its course, and I want to save you before you quit. Because I actually like you on the show for the most part.
Well, thank you.
As long as you shut up.
I genuinely love being here. It's one of
Okay.
it's.
Let's not get
Don't
all
ruin the moment.
Yeah.
with-
I'm just buzzed your butt.
Just shut
Just
up.
addressing my appreciation for this opportunity.
All right. So, pilot takes down unruly passenger. You don't put your hands on my flight attendant. This is what I'm talking about. This is modern. This is a modern day man right here. This guy doesn't take shit from a passenger. And in this day and age where you're always on camera, like this guy was on camera,
immediately.
This could have easily backfired on him. He's lucky that it went the other direction, that this guy was the belligerent asshole. He was a white male as well, and that could also be the reason why no one complained. Maybe if this was a black person or an Asian or a Mexican, all of a sudden this white pilot's putting hands on a minority and we have an effing issue all of a sudden, right?
Right.
Let me go and play this audio here. It's amazing.
Move. Take a seat.
Move.
Take a seat.
Move.
I said take a seat,
Now
sir.
let me set this up. There's a guy who's drunk, who's trying to get to the bathroom for some reason, or he's trying to walk past. And there's a flight attendant and the pilot trying to prevent him from walking because he's drunk. And they want him to sit down.
I don't want to take a seat.
I don't care what you want to do. You're going to take a seat right now.
No, I'm not.
You hold on, I'll let you.
Yeah, you're going to let me by.
Sir?
But I'm going to get by
Sir, sit down.
without you or his
Are they here? Close that door.
Why?
You can't get out.
Why are you closing my...
I can't even speak, man.
Yeah, that's messed up. He's
Yeah.
drunk as shit.
Are you allowed to get like that on a plane?
I don't think you
No,
are.
you're not supposed to.
Like, you can't get belligerent. I mean, obviously they serve alcohol, and you
But
can...
it's like, 2 drinks and then driving level
Yeah.
over the course of the flight.
You can't
They
get
don't
all-
let you get messed up.
Yeah, it's not about getting tipsy in a club.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you.
I know.
They're not listening.
Do you mind just sitting down really quick?
No, I don't.
I can see Andrew getting like this when he's drunk. I'm trying to help you by blowing you. Let me just unzip your pants. Tries to get through. Pilot grabs him, throws him to the ground.
Sit down. Sit down. No, you don't put your hands on my flight attendant.
My flight attendant. He got tough.
You don't put your hands on my flight attendant. No, you don't put your hands on my flight attendant.
He got like almost. He sounds almost military, right?
Yeah.
Like he like.
Almost.
Most of them are.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I wonder if he's ex-military because something kicked in. This isn't some average pilot.
No, he's definitely the way he took him down. He's
No, you don't put your hands on my flight attendant. Enough.
I wish I could do this to somebody. Like, don't get
Just
your hand.
tackle someone in the public.
You don't put your hands on my host. Just take somebody down. We should allow someone in the
You
studio.
should have just said, you don't put your hands on my stewardess.
That would be unacceptable and not PC.
And he was smart enough to say the right term.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
He knew.
You hear me? Yep.
Now, this is a white male that we could get
now I was
behind.
like, yep. Got
Stay
it.
right there. You stay right there.
I am completely relaxed.
His face is smashed to the ground, and he's still talking like a shithead.
That's because he's drunk out of his mind.
Yeah.
He's bald and has sideburns.
I'm surprised if he'll even remember this.
Oh, he'll remember.
You do, and it's going on Facebook, and you're a fucking complete fucking loser. Yep. You heard me.
Like how he calls,
He's the loser,
he
right?
calls him the loser. This guy is going to be forever haunted by this video too. This is one of those things that don't go away. Like, talk about job hunting. Like he will never get a job if an employer Googles and finds
God.
this.
He's the
For
flight attendant guy.
Yeah.
For the rest of his life, his friends and family are going to be saying, "Hey, remember that time you were on the plane?" You know, it's going to haunt him.
Yeah, I would tease him.
Yeah.
Andrew, can we get you drunk and you get on an airplane and do this? And we'll have Bobby videotape it.
Right the first time.
We need to start doing stunts on the show. Like, we need to get a stunt guy.
What are we, Howard Stern?
We need to do it. Like, all the big radio guys have that guy that does silly things, and we need to get a stunt guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, does your station? Yeah. See, we got to get
Two in particular. They have them send out to most things, and then honestly, everybody will do something.
Yeah, we need to get somebody that goes to like the events and is act silly with them. I know Bobby's going to try to start doing some of those things. But I need to get a crew of guys that just look for all the great events and like do silly, stupid things to people and then get it on tape.
Yep. Pull me up while you still have a chance to save face, even though you don't. Even though you don't. Yep.
Yeah, that is drunk.
Tighten it up. Come on, tighten it up.
You lock him.
Tighten it up. Because you're online, even though you don't want to accept it.
I like how he has like this weird pseudo
put your
foresight.
elbow on the floor. Oh yeah, you're so strong. You're so strong.
Good
That
Lord.
sounds like the beginning of a porno or something.
Oh yeah, you're so strong.
Record that soundbite, please.
I'm going to ASAP. Let me get that again.
Oh yeah, you're so strong.
I like that. I gotta pull that.
Yeah, you're so strong.
The people in this world, man. Like, I don't know anybody in real life who would ever do something like that. Do you know anybody in your life who's like would do embarrassing shit like that?
Intentionally?
Like, where do these people exist?
In
Like,
public?
you
In
hear
public?
about them.
Yeah, all the time.
And yet I don't know anybody in my day-to-day life that would ever do something like this.
They usually say if you drink enough, some people will lose their inhibitions and just do whatever in public.
Listen, when I drink, I look for the hottest chick. That's what I do. I'm a douche. I'm a douche drinker. But I'm not going to be like that and be a belligerent moron. You still kind of have some general composure over yourself.
This guy,
you still
obviously
know
does.
between
So it
right.
just shows that this guy's just a
Yeah.
dickhead anyway.
Because I think we've all been drunk really bad, and I think for the most part we still know right from wrong and
Yeah.
what you should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
You don't lose that. You're going to trip. You're going to fall. You may say something stupid.
Vomit uncontrollably.
Right. But for the most part, you can still control what your brain's still there.
Yeah.
You know what's right and wrong.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true with you, Andrew?
Surprisingly quiet.
I never get to the point where I slur.
Yeah, but you do admit that you're gay, and you become black.
This may be true.
Motherfucker, I'm asking you questions.
Now, you guys, I tried to stay away from politics at the beginning of the show, but I want to get into it just a little bit here because Trump has picked his VP while we're gone, which I think we need to talk about it. And then also Hillary picks hers, and you have Mike Pence for Trump and Tim Kaine for Hillary. And I got to say that for the most part, those two VPs are not very exciting. Like usually when a presidential candidate picks their VP, that's their gimmick card. In years past now, that's their gimmick card. They're going to want to pick that one person that's kind of snappy and hits those news headlines.
But this year, the gimmick is them.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. It's more or less because we have Trump and a female running for office. I think those are the two gimmicks there. Those are the two wows, I guess.
It doesn't matter who. It could have been a horse that ran as vice president. It wouldn't have mattered because it's all about Clinton versus Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. See, Hillary with the Tim Kaine thing, like she has done.
Who is he?
He's some miscellaneous guy. He's a white dude, and a lot of people are saying that she's kind of hurt herself in terms of the white male vote.
Oh, absolutely, she has,
because she's very pro-woman, which is fine, but it's pissed off a lot of would-be. I don't want to say misogynist.
I wouldn't even
but
say
those
it's that.
Men who
I would say
don't.
It's all of her platform has been for everybody but that group.
Yeah.
So
That's
if you're in that group, you're like, well, okay, what are you doing for me in any way?
Yeah.
As a president or as a political figure.
Right.
So now, and she's so, this is why I have a problem with her, because she's soulless. She's a calculated political machine designed by committee to where we talked about her ads when she first started running.
Yeah.
How they were exactly piecemealed scientific formula to get the biggest group.
Yeah.
And this is trying to fill in that gap.
And don't mock what Thomas just said in terms of scientific formula, because they actually do scientific formulas to figure out what they need to do and where and who they need to pander to.
Yeah, and when.
Yeah.
So she's Skynet.
So there,
she might be a Terminator.
Judgment Day.
She fakes human emotion really well.
I know. I mean, yeah.
Tim Kaine is the guy that a lot of people are saying is her trying to now pander at the last minute to the white male vote. Because he does look like, I mean, he's also very pro-gay.
That doesn't mean you're not white male vote.
No, not at all. But at least now that I was hoping she picked another woman, so we'd have an all woman ticket. I think that'd be absolutely amazing.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting. But if they do that, they're going to cut off so many voters. And by bringing on the white male vote, she's going to go after that one piece of the pie that she really has not been able to gather quite yet in the game. Because Bernie Sanders had the liberal white male vote for the most part. And a lot of people are kind of turning on Bernie because of his recent support and whatnot. And the whole DNC fiasco lately is just, we're not going to get into all that. But what I want to talk about though is Bill Clinton. I'm trying to segue to him. Mm-hmm. This guy
is amazing.
Exactly.
I mean, the whole balloon thing. I mean,
what is that?
It was at the DNC event, and he basically walks out. They're doing their thing, and there's the usual. They drop balloons on everybody and confetti, and while everybody's shaking hands and waving, Bill Clinton's not paying attention to the audience.
He's mesmerized.
He's completely mesmerized by balloons, and he's hitting them back and forth. He's picking them up and playing with them. I swear to God, he was about to throw a giant red one at Hillary, and someone stopped him. It looked like he was going to be playful with it.
See, that would have made her feel a little human and something we cannot have.
No. That's going too far.
That's too far.
It's been a while since he put some hands on some balloons in a while, so it's probably...
I doubt that. Come on. I don't care if the guy... There's a rumor that the guy is going senile, that they've been trying to keep him under wraps.
I think he's in a position where he doesn't have to give a fuck.
Yeah.
At all. About what he does. The country's forgiven him for his mishaps with Monica
Did they
Lewinsky.
ever really
Did they ever really care? Probably not. Hillary could care less about what he does in his day-to-day.
What's a good Bill Clinton voice? Don't. Just go.
Hillary doesn't give a crap what he's doing. He's never going to be fired. He doesn't have to worry about a day in his life. His kids have gone off to college. You know, he's just a dude who could probably still pick up hotter chicks than any of us in this room. And he's old as dirt now, and he's just having a great time. He's going back in the White House, smoking cigars and banging interns. He doesn't give a shit.
He probably didn't think that he was going to experience something like that again.
I don't know. If you look at his face, he doesn't look all there. Like, if you look at his face when he's hitting balloons, he looks like a little kid. And I'm wondering if the rumors are true that they're trying to keep his...
But that would be amazing. If you have a senile first man,
man, how much humor?
Clinton,
how much humor there's going to be behind that? And what if it's all a gag, though? What if it's not? He just wants to do shit. He wants to be able
that's the best
he wants
cover.
to grab chicks' asses. They're like, I'm crazy. He's crazy. Just ignore Bill.
The first man's crazy. Don't worry about him. It's Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Pay him no mind. And he's like, yes, they've all fallen for it. I can grope anyone I want.
Exactly.
That'll be the ultimate work. I mean, Hillary knows that she can't control him.
And
so
anything she
let's
does,
concoct this whole scheme that he's going senile, and that way he can get away with anything. Hey, Bill raped the woman behind the White House again. Oh, that's Bill. He's crazy.
That Bill.
That Bill Clinton. I doubt
wacky Bill. That wacky Bill.
Some sensible pumps so I can stomp.
What's gonna do with all them breasts and that bought his blouse?
I'm gonna take them to the White House,
it's Bill Clinton and Hillary.
I met a girl up in the Lincoln bedroom. She played the bride, I played the groom. I can be the pimp, you can be my first hoe. Air Force One's here, so let's go.
First hoe.
That's how you have to do a Bill Clinton voice. You got to sound old, like you can barely get the words out.
See, to me, Bill Clinton will sound too much like the Pope.
Yeah,
I'm Bill Clinton.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm Bill Clinton, and I'm going to bang every whore in the White House.
Oh, that is really good.
There you go. See,
look out, Hillary.
Wouldn't you be happy playing with balloons if you knew that's what your next 2-4 years?
I love playing with balloons. I mean, Hillary's is like one that's out of air, but you know what? I still play with them, and sometimes I even try to blow air back into them. In her clit too.
Oh,
excuse me, Mr. President. I don't think that's what a blowjob is.
Oh, it is. And I tie those little knots in them. Keep that air tight.
Good Lord.
Don't judge.
Keep it nice and tight.
Don't judge. So anyways, she's working on that white male. I think she's trying to get that white male
sense.
vote.
No matter who she was, if that was the platform they had ran on, they'd be doing the same thing, guy or girl. They would try to get who they hadn't gotten before to get the Democratic election.
What do you know, Thomas? You're a white male.
I'm a white.
Theoretically, I should know politics then, right?
Speaking of that,
you're a white male.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of that, there's a new movie coming out this summer as well. Taking ideas. The White Male Attacks.
What?
Yeah, hold on.
They came from the sky. Under the flag of peace, they mingled within and assimilated, but they were intent on world domination. With only one thought in their minds, to rape.
You're fucking a white male! You're fucking a white male!
No one expected the day would ever come when the evil white male attacks.
Misogyny rules! Misogyny rules!
Minorities beware. They come with a smiling face, dressed as police officers, frat guys, and college professors.
That's fucking madness, dude.
But thanks to modern science, we now know they just want to rape everyone.
I've done my research.
This summer, the white male attacks. And the white male is a rapist, and he's here to kill you. Produced by Ariana Huffington, written and directed by Fat Linda, based on the true story of anonymous Tumblr users everywhere.
White guys are right!
Rated X for extreme scenes of whiteness.
Oh my God, the white guys are How could that happen?
I'm a white male, so I'm Satan.
Do you think Ariana Huffington will co-sign this?
Oh God, we may see a letter in the mail soon.
Yeah.
That was great. Holy shit.
Based on the true stories of every
Oh my God, that was amazing. When's it coming out in the theaters? I want to see that.
It's starring Thomas Callie as the alien rapist. Yeah.
Fuck.
IMAX?
Yeah. And also the 3 screens as well.
Oh.
That new one.
The wraparound?
Yeah. No, the reach around. Speaking of the reach arounds, Andrew, are you ready to get into news today?
Yes, I am.
All right, let me get your music ready. Stand by...
And now it's time for news with Andrew.
How to build your own sex bot. An inventor to publish a handbook after success of his Scarlett Johansson look-alike droid.
Is this like a new theme?
It's just something that's going on in the world lately. Yeah.
It may be many men's dream to have Scarlett Johansson tend to their every need, but one man has come close to making this fantasy a reality by building a look-alike robot. He now plans on sharing his designs in a handbook so other fans can create their own sexy androids too.
That is creepy looking.
Ricky Ma Waikai.
Who?
Ricky Ma Waikai.
Sounds made up.
Age 42, built his life-size robot dubbed Mark I from scratch for a sum of 380,000 Hong Kong dollars, or about 37 pounds.
Crazy.
37 pounds.
37,000 pounds. Sorry.
I think with the amount of effort and money he put into this, he probably could have bought an entire brothel of hookers.
Yeah.
For a lifetime.
No, he's a crazy Chinaman.
And has sex with real women.
You'd think.
That would do anything, and they're real.
Yeah.
Jeez.
While his outlay would have bought him a luxury car, he is convinced realistic androids will be big business in years to come.
Oh, is he doing it to make a profit? If that's the case, then I can definitely get behind this.
Then he is an entrepreneur.
Do we know, does the robot do anal? That's a deal breaker.
I'm sure
is that an upgrade that you have to purchase?
I'm sure it's a module you could plug in pretty simple.
Plug in.
The robot responds to a set of programmed verbal commands spoken into a microphone. Besides,
is it USB or FireWire, you think, that you have to plug in?
I think USB.
Which one is organic? Besides simple movements of its arms and legs, turning its head and bowing, Mr. Ma's robot, which has a dark blonde hair, realistic eyes, and wears a gray skirt and a crop top, can create detailed facial expressions.
That's subjective.
In response
Do
to
we have pictures of this?
Yeah, and they're creepy looking.
Can you post pictures in the hip chat? Anybody who has a chance? Oh, never mind. There we are. You know what? If I didn't wear my glasses and didn't have contacts in,
so if you're blind,
and drunk,
it might fool me. I might think it looked real. No. If you squint it a little bit, Thomas, pretend it's a lonely Friday night. Your girlfriend's in Brazil again. Where'd she go?
South Africa.
Okay, who goes to South Africa?
She's a biologist.
Is she really?
Conservation biology.
Look at her. Look at you. You're cashing in. Can she support me as well?
Maybe one day.
Okay.
We'll work something out.
Okay, so she, let's say she's out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And you're lonely. You drank.
Yeah.
You're really drunk. And like almost like the guy in the airplane. And,
right.
And that doll was laying there on your bed. You're telling me
in the house?
Just go with the story. I'm writing the story, okay? And you see it on there. And you're a little horny. You're kind of sexed up because, that's what alcohol does. You're telling me you wouldn't give it a shot. Give it a go.
I truly don't believe I would. It is creepy.
There's something
looking.
wrong with you.
It's creepy looking. Uncanny Valley screams from her eyes.
Not if you're squinting. What else does it say, Andrew?
In response to the compliments, Mark I, you are so beautiful. It brows and the muscles around its eyes relax and the corners of its lips lift, creating a natural seeming smile and says, hee hee, thank you.
Like a real Asian.
Is there is there any video? Tony White, Andrew continues. Can you pull up the video?
A little brief on how the robot actually works. It's a 3D printed skeleton lying beneath a silicone skin, wrapping in mechanical and electrical parts.
Now watch that and tell me that isn't weird. Yeah.
It looks more like Keira Knightley to me. I can get down with that. Thomas, Keira Knightley.
It does not look like Keira
A
Knightley.
little bit.
Are you kidding me right now?
The head looks disproportionate. It looks a little bit larger than...
It talks... Its mouth just goes up and down like some weird puppet.
You know what, though? If you were blur, I'm telling you, man, you could. Okay, the neck, no, that looks fake right there. But if you're looking at the face from far away, you're gonna fall for it.
I don't know.
At least until after you come, and then you're gonna realize something's wrong. All right, go ahead, Andrew.
A video showing the uncanny creation in action also shows Mark 1 thanking its owner when he compliments it and gives him a wink. The 3D printed skeleton lies beneath the Mark's silicone skin, wrapping him in mechanical and electrical parts. About 70% of its body was created using 3D printing technology.
He just wants a woman that'll never say no to him.
He should have just paid for real women then.
Yeah.
Mr. Ma adopted a trial and error method in creating the robot and encouraged obstacles.
Is that a new form of birth control?
And encountered obstacles ranging from frequent burnt-out electric motors to the robot losing its balance and toppling over.
That's weird.
Yeah.
When you look at everything together, it was really difficult, said Mr. Ma, who had to master unfamiliar topics from electromechanics to programming.
Such as women.
Along the way, besides learning how to fit the robot's external skin over its components. Mr. Ma from Hong Kong plans on creating a handbook to allow others to create life-size robots and will use the money he raises from this endeavor to build a second, more sophisticated female robot with a larger range of facial expression and more natural movement.
I'd be interested in flipping through that handbook.
It's probably fascinating.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a modern day Frankenstein journal, though. In
Yeah.
some ways.
Yeah.
Mechanical, here's where this part goes.
I would
that's
like.
creepy.
I would go through the table of contents and look for the vagina portion and see how that's made. That's very interesting to me. What else do we have in the news, Andrew?
Donald Trump booted a baby from his rally.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump has a history of barring people from his campaign events. He's banned reporters from the Washington Post and anti-Trump protesters who are routinely escorted out. But now, a baby joins their ranks outside the perimeters.
I got some audio here. Go ahead.
At a rally on Tuesday in North Virginia, Trump asked that a woman with a crying baby to get that baby out of here.
I got the audio. Here we go.
Values its currency. They're making it impossible for our companies to compete. But China doesn't want, and I'm very close to China. I have the biggest bank in the world as a tenant of mine in New York. The biggest in the world, a Chinese bank. Don't worry about that baby. I love babies. So I love babies. I hear that baby crying. I like it.
Why does he always got to back himself?
He's always got the best and the biggest.
He always got to back himself up. Like he's his own. What's it called?
Resources.
No, he's his
own hype man.
Fact checker.
He's his own fact checker and his own. What's it called when you're a witness?
Character witness.
I can't even think of the name now. Well, you're your own. It's a whole job. You're whatever.
Expert.
Expert witness. There we go.
you go.
Thank you, Tony. He's his own expert witness because he'll say something and then he backs it up by saying it's true.
Don't look it up. It's true.
I love the Chinese. It's true.
Yeah.
I have the biggest bank. I do. I mean, I really do. The biggest bank is a bank account from a Chinese client.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I love babies. Don't bring the baby out. Don't kick them. It's okay. I love babies. I do. I've had 4 of them. Like he can't just say something and let it go. He always has to like
back it up.
Reassure himself.
Yeah. There we go. That's the word. He's such an odd speaker. Do you think he would do that? He does it in real life?
Probably.
I think he does that to, like, when he's setting up Melania for sex. He's
all
like, he's on
I
Melania.
have the biggest dick. Trust me, it's true.
All this could be part of the method. All of this could be like part of his, the method to his madness on why so many people are drawn to him.
He's on Melania. I'm getting ready for sex. It's true. I have a big dick. I'm going to pull it out. Look at here. It's big. I know it's big. I mean, you screamed last night when I put it in you. It's true. I got a recording on the videotape. Look at it. It's true. Now I'm going to pull your pants down and I'm going to bend you down. We're going to do doggy style tonight. I'm going to do doggy style because I'm the best at doggy style. It's true. We did it last night. Remember? I loved last night. Last night was fun. It was great. We had a great time, right, Melania?
You loved it last night,
She loved it last night, too. It's true.
That's too creepily similar.
Like, does he have conversations like this in real life?
I believe he does.
With normal people.
It's It's part of his sales spiel, you know, the way that he just part of his sales technique.
Denise, I don't remember him talking like that during The Apprentice when that was a show.
Yeah, you're right. I don't remember that
like this.
Yeah,
which again makes it seem like the biggest con in the history of politics.
Yeah,
it could be the biggest con in history.
If he's the friend of the Clintons and did this whole thing just to guarantee a win,
that would be
that is huge. If that could ever be proven,
you just blew my mind. That sounds awesome.
He was friends with them before.
Yeah. Well, they've been saying that for a while now. That it's a work, but I don't know.
I like it. What a baby.
He's like an SNL skit.
He is.
He
used to be on SNL.
From the 2000s when they were really bad.
What a beautiful baby.
He's not an 80s or 90s skit.
Don't worry. The mom's running around like, don't worry about it, you know. It's young and beautiful and healthy, and that's what we want. Okay. But look.
And he does this thing with his hands, like he makes the okay symbol constantly when he's talking. It's true. I'm a lobster.
China, when China devalues its currency, they take our guts out. And they do it so often. They're constantly devaluing their currency. And they always wait till like it's a bad time, like we have a problem with Iraq, we have a problem with Afghanistan. Every time we have like a big problem, they always devalue. And a year and a half ago, they devalued the biggest devaluation they've done in 20 years. The biggest in 20 years. And I said, man, how did they get away? But we had a problem. We were doing other things, okay? Mm-hmm. So when China does that, we have to fight back. Now, here's how you fight back. Because we can't fight back any other way. We have the piggy bank. They have ripped us to shreds. Ripped us absolutely to shreds. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. That's all right. Don't worry. I think you would believe me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking.
Wow.
You know what? I don't.
See, that could have been just a joke, and then he turns it into him being a dick.
But you know what? I would say the same thing.
Yeah, I would say the same
I'm like, listen, I'm trying to hold a conference here, and your little shithead won't shut up.
I get pissed off when kids.
I'm on Trump's side here, man.
Yeah.
I don't. The guy annoys me. But listen. That's stupid parenting. Like, I hate that they do that at the restaurants. They do that at theaters.
They do that in churches.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen,
movie theaters,
be polite. It's not about being an evil person. Just take your kid, if they're crying uncontrollably, and go outside.
Yeah.
That's all.
Being parent is hard.
But I love babies.
Flores 2016.
It's true. It's true. I have two of them. All right, Andrew, what else do we have in the news?
Pokemon again.
Okay.
This time in sex form. Again. Is this
It's not porn, though, this time.
It is not porn, no. Is this the final nail in the coffin for Pokemon Go? If not, can it be, please? An Etsy shop, Geek Sex Toys, is making appropriately themed Pokemons, which are Pokemon-themed sex toys.
It's called Poke what?
Pokemones.
Pokemons.
M-O-A-N-S.
M-O-A-N-S, yes.
Okay. All right, what else? Sounds very sexy.
A description from the Etsy listing lists Bulby, a grass-type Pokemon.
Oh my god, they're dildos.
They're super dildos.
Is that what they are?
Bulby has a large seed tip, making it very pleasurable a friend to have.
What if you don't like the large tip? Not all women like large tip.
There's different kinds.
Fine.
You pick your starter.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Because if you don't like
it's
the
okay, Michael.
You can always move.
I don't like large tips. I'm like, okay.
Is that what Pikachu means in English then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Large tip.
You could always move to the slightly thinner Charmy, the fire-type Pokemon, with a flaming tail.
Wow, what flames?
What, so an STD is attracted to it, is attached to it?
Stands 18 centimeters tall and 4 centimeters wide at its widest point.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. 18 centimeters. Mm-hmm. How many inches is that? 8. Okay. How many centimeters makes an inch? Do we know this answer?
None of us remember that part from school.
Let's see here. How many centimeters make an inch? Let me read this. How many centimeters make
18 centimeters
inch?
Is 7 inches.
So, really?
Mm-hmm.
18 centimeters is 7 inches?
Yep.
And so that was 18 centimeters? That
yes,
dildo?
Sir. Yes, sir.
7 inches is slender.
Mm-hmm.
Small tip.
You looking for a surrogates?
Yep. And how many centimeters wide?
4.
And how many inches is that?
That's
got to be at least, let's divide.
1.57.
That's not very big.
No, it's very slender.
That's not.
If that doesn't suit your fancy, you could always move over to the Squirty, the water-type Pokemon. Squirty has a smooth, round head with a large grooved turtle shell on its back.
Oh, it's a white guy penis.
Its bubbly head measures at 4 centimeters wide, while its body measures 6 centimeters and stands 14 centimeters tall.
Is there any woman out there that would actually have to?
Yes.
Like, I know women, nothing's wrong. I like sex toys. They're fun for chicks and stuff. But, like, but why would you get a Pokemon
There's
one?
someone
Like, that's
who's
just
already
kind of
bought
silly.
this.
It's just silly. Like, do you want to have a silly time or do you want to have a sexy time? Pokemon isn't sexy. Stupid.
That's what you thought until these came out.
Yeah.
Slender penis heads. All right, what else does the article say?
If you apparently
this article's making me jealous.
Just because I want to mention it there, if you want to go in the back door, there is a there is a Pikey, which is a small electric type anal Pokemon.
If it's Pikachu, wouldn't it be Peaky?
So this is for people that may like some anal play.
Yeah, like a Dan.
Okay,
wait, who was it?
It's a small.
We're
what?
good. Don't worry about it.
A small one.
So what's the Pokemon?
So
for
are they,
fist?
so that's see, maybe that's why I like anal. That's small.
Apparently, there are only 100 left in stock, so you got to get them while you can.
Oh, jeez.
And a limited edition set of 4 will set you back $270.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Where each one sells for around about $68.
Only in America. Is this in America?
I would imagine.
Only in America.
How much is the Fistachew?
Hitmonchan. It's a boxing glove and just
That's amazing.
These actually look really cool.
Of course they do to you.
No, because
You'll
it's just an
never
interesting
hear a
take.
guy say, "These dildos look cool."
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna collect all 4.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah,
especially the Pikachu
in my
one.
ass.
It's got a tail and everything. The Pikachu one's got a tail and everything. It's nice.
All right. What else? We got to get out of this.
New topic.
What else do we have in the news?
A woman with mental illness is locked in a filthy underground cage by her own family after repeated treatments failed. A woman
What is this, the
suffering
Middle Ages?
I think it sounds legit.
A woman suffering from a severe mental illness has been found locked in a cellar by the police. The 45-year-old from
is it a cool looking cellar at least? Because when I hear cellar, I think of something cool.
You know where Pinkman was trapped in the cellar at the end of Breaking Bad?
Yes.
That.
So that's
oh my
not
God,
that's
that
not
picture's
cool.
scary, dude.
Yeah.
That's not cool at
The
all.
45-year-old from Xia,
Where?
Xixia, in Chinese Sichuan province, has been in and out of hospital for her conditions.
Is that not creepy looking?
Yeah, that's creepy. I just saw Thomas just showed me the picture. Yeah, that's
creepy looking.
In and out of hospital since 2012.
Maybe she has Zika.
Yeah.
The family of the woman, surnamed Peng, said they had no other choice but to lock her in a cellar after previous treatments have failed.
Like, what is she diagnosed with? Like, what can someone possibly be diagnosed with that you have to lock them in a cellar?
Peng is classified as severely mentally disabled by the government, according to...
Then put her in an asylum.
Yeah.
Her mental illness only developed after a car...
Or give her a gun.
...accident, according to an Australian news site. She has visited 4 psychiatric hospitals since 2012, and following several treatments, her condition seemed to improve. According to reports, however, when she returned home, her condition suddenly worsened. She reportedly smashed up cars and broke her neighbor's windows, forcing her family to lock her in the stairwell of the building's first floor.
Good Lord.
She has a zombie virus.
She kind of looks like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
looks like,
saying.
from this first picture, she looks like a zombie, ghoulish, disembodied head.
Yeah, maybe she's possessed. Maybe she needs the demons need to be exorcised.
Oh,
the family says they were concerned for the safety of their fellow villagers.
Maybe we should call the Pope in.
And on July,
them Chinese are crazy.
Yeah.
And on July 28th, a resident in the area took pictures of the woman in the cellar and posted them to social media, hoping to find a solution for her situation. Peng was rescued by local police.
If I was that family, I'm like, listen, you tattletale, guess what? She's your responsibility now. You don't want to lock her up in a cellar? Good luck. Here you go.
It's like whoever smelt it dealt it.
Take care of her. I bet you in like a matter of weeks, the neighbor will have her locked in a cellar as well.
Yeah.
Like, this bitch is crazy.
Peng was rescued by local police after the photographs emerged online. Chinese media reports that Peng was
And the police wanted to put her back immediately.
Chinese media reports that Peng was taken to hospital by local officials and her mother for further treatment.
To hospital. Are you reading this like a Chinese person?
I'm reading the article
she was taken,
as it is written.
She was taken immediately back
to hospital.
To hospital.
The last photo in this in this article makes it look like it's straight out of a horror movie.
It looks like it's something out of Silent Hill.
It does. It absolutely does.
All right. Well, this is boring. What else do we have in the news?
Washington State suing Comcast for $100 million.
Finally.
Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson has filed a $100 million customer lawsuit against Comcast. The lawsuit accuses Comcast of engaging in a pattern of deceptive practices, and it asserts that the company's own documents reveal a pattern of illegally deceiving its customers to pad its bottom line by tens of millions of dollars.
Everyone I know who has had to deal with Comcast, hate them because they constantly screw you on your bill, and their customer service is horrific, and they change things all the time without you knowing.
Yeah, cable companies suck. Their days are numbered if they don't change their tactics. Especially with all the outcomes, all the fiber optics, and now Google coming out. If cable doesn't get their shit together, done.
Yeah.
Comcast said in a statement that, of course...
Because the four worst companies, Cox, Quest, Comcast, and Time Warner, are all cable companies, and they're the worst companies that you always hear people complaining about.
Yeah.
What else does it say?
The lawsuit alleges more than 1.8 million individual violations of the Washington Consumer Protection Act. The Attorney General's office says more than 500,000 Washington customers were affected.
But what is this pattern? I don't understand. What are they, just making shit up?
Yeah, the lawsuit accuses Comcast of misleading the 500,000 and deceiving them into paying at least $73 million in subscription fees over the last 5 years.
But how do you deceive them? If it's in the contract, can't they dictate their own payment terms? So how's it deceiving? Hey, look, you're going to pay $37.95 for this channel here.
However, they don't disclose everything, and there's weird loopholes as well. For example, the Comcast customer service protection plan is a $5 monthly fee to avoid being charged if a Comcast technician visits your home. However, most often the technician will go into the wiring in the wall, which is not covered by the protection plan. However, it's in the checklist that the technician goes through as they come out.
This is kind of boring.
Yep.
What else do we have in the news?
A court upholds a teen's arrest for burping.
Well, this I can get into.
In his face or something?
A federal appeals court has upheld the petty misdemeanor arrest of an Albuquerque, New Mexico student accused of repeatedly disrupting his middle school class with loud burps. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals decision last week ruled that the officer and educators named in the lawsuit were entitled to immunity, and that the arrest was justified.
That one was watery. Those are the worst ones. The ones that you throw up a bit. You're like...
The arrest was...
God.
You never do one of those? You never do one of those? Come on, Thomas.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see,
damn.
you do one of those. It's a human thing. Sometimes you do a burp and you afterwards.
I don't think I did it exactly like that.
You don't do a baby bird on it?
No, I don't think so.
Allegedly, the arrest was justified under New Mexico law that prohibits anyone from interfering with prohibits anybody from interfering with the education process. The student was a 7th grader at Albuquerque's Cleveland Middle School at the time of the May 2011 arrest.
Okay, so this is
it's
ridiculous.
A little bit old.
He's a 7th grader being a little shit, but you're citing laws that do not allow somebody to interfere with education.
Male.
Fucking slap him on the wrist, send him to detention, and be done with it. You do
You
not
are
need
a
the
white
police
male.
involved
That's what
in
he
this
said.
horse shit.
I would agree.
It's ridiculous.
The pink slip is really all you need.
Send him to the principals and have his parents do it.
The student is not named in court documents, and his mother filed the lawsuit against the school's principals.
Burping can save your life too. You remember in Charlie Bucket did it, and he didn't hit the at the top. It can save your life.
The boy, then age 13, was held for an hour before his mother arrived to the school during the incident. She argued her son's arrest was unlawful and resulted in excessive force.
Yeah, I have to get. You know what? I have to agree.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
This is what we're wasting our time and money on. This is why other countries hate us, because they're fighting for basic human survival or fucking clean water. And we're like, he was disturbing the other students' learning.
Yeah, this is the problem with our police. I'm pro police, but when you're worrying, when this is what you're trying to take care of,
Yeah.
Like, this is nonsense. This is where the police go too far.
The mother said, at worst, he was being a class clown and engaged in behavior that would have subjected generations of schoolboys to an after-school detention, writing lines, or a call to his parents. A complaint filed by her
writing
attorneys.
lines? Like
I will not burp in class.
Like Bart Simpson at the beginning
Okay.
of the Simpsons.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. According to the school, the boy was in physical education class when his teacher said... was he
burping intentionally? He was?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
He began making other students laugh with fake burps. The teacher sent him into the hallway where he
was in
continued burping.
PE?
Yeah. That's
He's
like
not disturbing learning in PE.
I can't do my sit-ups if you're burping.
How else are you going to learn to climb a rope, Thomas?
Hold on. Let's try it out. Let me see if I can do sit-ups while someone's burping. It's very disrupting. I can't keep track of the push-ups or that rope. That rope.
You
that
don't
I
even know
ever...
which activity you're doing.
Yeah. The rope, the push-ups, the sit-ups. I can't do them if you're burping. That's hard. I challenge you to do push-ups right now.
The student was sent into the hallway where he continued burping and leaning into the classroom so other students could hear. That's when the officer assigned to the school was called to the hallway where the boy was seated, according to court documents. Before the officer led him away, the boy disputed blah, blah, blah.
My attention span has moved on. Yep. What else do we have in the news?
Let's get to Florida.
Oh, boy.
Where a woman has shot herself while using Snapchat.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Please tell me she's dead.
Jesus.
Hey, I second that.
No, if you're stupid enough to take a selfie with a gun that has live ammunition in it,
yes,
and it goes off, Darwinism.
Well, they took the gun filter away, so she had to use a real gun.
A 22-year-old Deltona woman accidentally shot herself while recording a video using Snapchat. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office said that Regina Powell shot herself in the hand on Sunday evening while taking the Snapchat video on her cell phone in her garage. Powell,
it's not a fucking toy.
Powell suffered minor injuries and was treated at Florida Hospital Fish Memorial.
Well, I guess she didn't die.
Yep. According to the sheriff's office, Powell said that she was foolishly playing with her uncle's 40
How old was she?
Oh, she survived.
22.
Oh, she's way too old to be doing that.
She's not an 8-year-old.
Yeah, she's too old to be doing those things.
She was foolishly playing with her uncle's 40 caliber pistol when she pulled the trigger and shot her cell phone, which she was holding in her right hand.
Unfortunately, she survived.
40 caliber is not a small route.
Powell suffered
What's going on over there? I'm just Snapchatting, Dad. I'm just Snapchatting.
I need a new phone.
Powell suffered lacerations on her thumb and index fingers, likely caused by her phone shattering. The sheriff's office said that Powell's aunt heard but did not see the shooting and took her niece...
What? She did... I didn't understand that part.
Her aunt heard the shot.
Jesus God.
What are you, British?
What did I say?
Yeah.
Aunt.
What are you...
Aunt.
Her aunt?
Aunt.
Her aunt.
In America,
Aunt.
we say aunt.
Yeah.
In the Midwest, we say aunt, like you're supposed to.
Oh, jeez.
Don't look at me like that, Thomas.
That aunt right. Okay.
Just continue, please.
So the aunt heard the shot, but did not see the shooting and took her niece to the hospital. The aunt said that she threw the gun out of her car as she drove down Saxton Boulevard near I-4, according to deputies, and the gun has not
This is
yet
an idiot
been found.
family who should not have had kids because you also think it's safe and logical to throw a fucking loaded handgun out of the window so some 5-year-old can find it.
Well, Debbie's just Snapchatting again. Never mind her.
No one else was at home at the time of the shooting, which was determined
Hey,
to
Debbie, when are you going to finish Snapchatting? I'm trying to watch TV. Come on, Quantum Leap song.
Quantum Leaps.
I'm trying to find out if Dr. Sam Beckett gets home. Please hurry up with the Snapchat, Debbie. She came.
Well,
oh my God.
And that's all that the article says about that one. So let's move on to the next one. Where, keeping in line with the shooting theme.
Have you guys explored Snapchat yet?
I know of Snapchat.
I
yes.
used to.
I'm starting to get into it finally, and the
sorry.
only reason why I like it is because you can actually have fun with video without ever showing your face. And that way I don't have to feel like I hate myself, because every time I do video, I hate the way I look, especially now. We did video, Thomas, we did, we shot the first episode of Supernatural, the video cast version, and I'm reviewing the footage. And I have to say, I hate my face even more so, because it's 4K. It's 4K of
4,000 reasons why you hate it.
4,000 lines of disgusting resolution.
Right.
And I was looking at my face while I was talking, and I don't know what the hell's wrong with my face. Like, I got my face turned into Play-Doh. Like, it looks like, when Tom Cruise pulls the mask off in Mission Impossible, and he does this little wobbly thing first and it pulls it off. Dude, my face, it's like, what? Look at it, Thomas. Look. Isn't it?
It's not as bad as you're talking about.
No, look at my face. Right? Look at Andrew. Andrew's honest. Look at, dude. Is it? Look at this. Like here.
Yeah.
Look,
your cheeks blow out real big.
Yeah, and then look at right here. On the forehead. Squeeze your forehead together. Look at. Let me see. Normal. That's normal, Andrew. Tony, squeeze your forehead. See? Normal. Thomas, squeeze your head. See, normal. Like, for some reason, I have like
your Gumby.
When a dog, like a female dog has babies and she has that extra skin under her belly for the rest of her life. That's what my face is. It looks like like somebody nursed on my face. I hate it.
Wow.
Okay, so a little insight into Mike's life.
Cow udders on my face. Anyways, all right, what else have in the news? I mean, I just had to get that out there, Thomas, because I was looking at that footage, man, and I was crying.
Yeah, no, that's why you think I'm not going to look at it.
I'm like, Thomas looking great. No, you look great. You look good. Ryan looked great, and I look at my face, and it literally does look like I had Play-Doh on my face. I don't know what Maggie was thinking.
Well, you got the ring now, right? So you're good.
I don't know.
Keeping in theme with the shooting, let's move on, shall we? Look
at you,
rapper. You told me with a rapper shooting his cheek for fame and seeking
Please
a
tell
record
me he's
deal.
dead.
He is not.
God damn it.
A rapper did it?
Why does Darwinism keep failing me?
An aspiring rapper sought to become famous and to land a record deal by shooting himself through the cheek.
How does that make any sense?
I mean, Casper
You shot
Knight,
yourself. 50 Cent is famous because he survived an assassination attempt. Not his own assassination attempt. You fucking idiot.
Was he trying to just give himself like a facial scar? Is that what he was trying to do?
I don't understand. I've watched this video so many times and I have no fucking idea what the whole.
Well, why don't you read the article? It's in front of you.
So Casper Knight, the rapper,
Casper
says,
I know, okay, and just so Andrew understands, like, and I think Thomas gets it, but when I ask a question during the news of Andrew, I'm not really trying to get his thoughts.
Right.
I'm trying to get him to read the news topic.
Why is it
know.
like that? Well, the article says I don't know.
All right, what does it say? What was Jamal doing?
Oh, jeez.
Wait, that was his name, right?
No,
Casper the Friendly
Knight.
Ghost.
Oh, wait, what was it?
Casper Knight.
Okay.
He says
that's a gangster name, at least.
Yeah, sure, Casper. Fucking all right.
Yeah, sure it is.
He says, I'm usually pretty serious about what I say when it comes to making music.
So he shot his face.
He shot his face. A line from his music video reads, a bullet to the face will take me to another place. Knight couldn't get any photographer to capture what he wanted to do for a music video, so he took it on himself to...
Casper! Are you almost done recording that mixtape? I'm trying to watch Quantum Leap! Are you almost done?
He recorded the instance and posted a video on Facebook earlier this week showing him shooting himself, of course, and there are millions of views.
Trying to do a mixtape. Trying to get gangster cred. You don't get cred. This is what's wrong with our young youth. Back in the day, a young gentleman who's black went and actually shot somebody for street cred. Now you have the younger generation shooting themselves for street cred.
You know, there was a meme that was going around, because I remember this, is saying like that whole Joker from Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That Van Gogh cuts his ear off and nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
This guy shoots himself and everyone loses their mind. I'm like, Van Gogh was notoriously out of his mind thanks to absinthe and hallucinogenics. He didn't do it for art. He did it because he was literally crazy.
I can't hear you over Casper shooting his. He's recording his mixtape right now, Thomas. We're gonna have to wait.
Waited.
We're gonna have to wait for him to be done.
Is he taking Snapchat video as well?
He shot his face this many times. I think he might be dead. All right. What else does it say?
Casper is quoted as saying, "I like dark-themed music, and I kind of want to do a horror rock. So I wanted
Like
something...
Rocky Horror Picture.
I wanted to do something actually horrific. It is up to the viewer to
So I murdered someone.
It is up to the viewer to decide."
Back in the good old days, that's what he would have done.
Yeah.
I'd actually back that up more.
It is up to the viewer to decide if what they watched is horrific,
I take
but
that
lots
back.
of people called it dumb. of
Here on
course.
Rayman Show, we don't condone any type of murder.
Knight said, "I find them weird that they wouldn't endure minor trauma to potentially gain a massive profit." Which
What?
is, of course, what Knight is seeking, and as he is hoping to...
Is he going to get a record deal?
We don't know yet.
Huh.
He is
I
hoping...
can't imagine him being taken seriously for shooting himself to get a record deal.
He shot himself in the face. That seems like the kind of guy we want to put money into.
That's like you should take a sword and chop yourself in half because you want to make a samurai film. That's what you should do. And
Right.
get maybe a studio will catch wind and be like, hey, look, at this guy wants to make
He's
a samurai
dedicated.
film.
Yeah.
I think that's
Why is it that rap music seems to be the only kind of art form that thinks that this is a logical path to success?
Getting shot or shooting yourself? Because I don't think they think
Either.
shooting yourself is a thing.
Or apparently members of this group.
Wait, this is a whole group?
Rappers.
Oh.
Wannabe rappers who think that violence is the direct cause rather than, the music being worth a shit.
Thomas, what do you know? You're a white male.
That's true.
You don't
true.
know what it's like to grow up in the hood.
Where you can buy a gun and they're so non-threatening that you have to shoot yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't want to go back to work, he said. The only other route
There it is.
to go is to be an entertainer.
See, back in the good old days, if you didn't want to go to
work, so I wanted to become viral to then maybe get a record deal, and that was my grand fucking scheme.
you should have just picked up food stamps. If you didn't want to go back to work.
Should have aimed higher.
Police are, of course, investigating the rapper's actions as he did fire the weapon in public. However, it was in the backseat of his car.
Idiot.
But he's gangster, though.
He, of course, says that he swallowed the bullet, which isn't fucking possible.
He's all, quick, I'm going to try to hide the evidence.
He goes,
If you shot it through your cheek, there's no way it stayed in your... Oh, God, I hate everyone.
He goes, I think I swallowed the bullet.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Which he just missed because he went in
And
from
unfortunately, he did not choke
Do you
on it.
think he shared this idea with any of his boys first? Yo, Tyrone, come here for a second, Tyrone. Now, I got this legit plan. We've been working for a long time trying to get that record deal with Dr. Dre. It ain't working. So I think what we need to do, Black Tony, I think what we need to do is we need to go ahead and shoot ourselves in the face. Get that street cred. What you think, fool? You think that's a good plan?
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
So, for some reason, my friend Tyrone's a slave. Jesus. I know what's more offensive. The fact that I'm using a stereotypical black guy voice.
Or that he went Uncle Tom on it.
He said, Black Tony, what the hell?
Yes, sir. I think you should shoot yourself. Wait, was this a Jar Jar Binks or a slave? Oh, my God. This is done. This is done.
Jesus Christ.
We need to close out the show. Tony. All right, we'll be back later. Next week.
Thank you for listening to The Rain Man Show with your host, Michael Flores, with hosts Tony Sabal and Thomas Cowley, Andrew Spindler with the news, audio guru Dustin Lucas, produced by Michael Flores and Dustin Lucas. The Rain Man Show is a Cazador Productions and Rain Man Digital broadcast production. For all things Rain Man, go to rainmanshow.com.